Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. Well, welcome to our Saturday Sanga for Baishak month. So happy to see you all joining. Where are you joining from? Can you write in the chat box? Let's see, where is everybody joining from? Kolkata, okay. Mumbai, Jai, wow. 2 cities already. Dallas, Texas. Oh, Vrindarani, Jai, I'm so happy to see you every time. Is it very early there, Vrindarani? Assam, Guwahati. Yes, you're a true soldier. Joining from early morning. Jai, I'm so happy. Okay, we have 8 participants. I think slowly more devotees will come, more children. How is your Vaishak month challenge going? Who has done today's task? Who has recited Bhagavad Gita? Let's see. Can you put a heart shape? Who has been able to recite it? Okay, 1, I see 1. Okay, can you put a raise hand who is planning to do it little later after Sangha? Who is planning to chant? Okay, yes. Okay, 3 hands. Jai. Okay, so today's task is chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita, devotional service. Very important chapter and not very long also, just 20 texts. Beautiful chapter. Okay, I'll start sharing my screen. Hare Krishna. Yes. Okay, let me see. Is that? I'm sharing my PowerPoint. I'll be a little slow because I need to also admit devotees who are coming. Slowly. Okay. So this is day 20 of the challenge. And we have just little left, right? 10 days. The schedule is as usual. We'll start with japa. We'll chant shlokas. We'll hear a small video about from Srila Prabhupada about chanting. We'll hear a story, and in the end, we'll do a craft. Let's see, who would like to say Srila Prabhupada's prana mantra? Can you raise your hands? Who is that?
Pratyush.
Pratyush. Okay, yes, please say.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamine iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desacharine. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Who would like to read a translation? Vrindarani, would you like to read a translation?
I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter of his lotus feet.
Okay, and the second one? Oh, did you unmute?
Yeah.
Can you read this one? Vrindarani?
Our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Saraswati Goswami, you are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya, delivering the Western countries which are filled with impersonalism and voidism.
Yes, thank you. Panchatattva mantra. Utkarshini? Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. I offer my respectful obeisances into Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Nityananda Prabhu, and Shri Advaita Gadadhar Pandit Thakur and Srivas Thakur, and all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya.
This is a very powerful mantra. It is said is even more powerful than Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, because we can chant the Maha Mantra through the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and through the mercy of Panchatattva and the devotees. So now we'll chant the japa one round, that is 108 times. We'll chant the Maha Mantra. I think everybody is accustomed to it, especially Baishak month is dedicated to trying to chant more. So I'll unmute everybody. Unmute and we can all chant together. Let me see how to unmute it. Okay, I think you can all unmute your microphones if you wish, of course. You can unmute and we can chant together. So we chanted the Panchatattva mantra and now we can start on our first beat, okay? Can everybody unmute themselves?
Yes.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
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 Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, 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 Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Rama
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Rama
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Rama
Ram
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Rama Rama Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Rama 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama Hare
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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama
We have done 108 times. That is one round.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama
You haven't finished?
Krishna Krishna,
Maybe you can finish after the
Rama
class.
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
I
Rama
hear
Hare
a lot of enthusiastic chanters there. But now we have to go to our next activity, okay?
Krishna Krishna,
So we have again the Panchatattva. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And today we'll discuss. Before that, I just wanted to remind ourselves one of the glories of chanting. We all know, right, that Krishna is not different from his form, like the deity form or the picture form. He's not different also from his name. So when we chant Hare Krishna, we are actually associating with Krishna, because Krishna is not different from his name. And what happens when we chant? Srila Prabhupada explains that actually Krishna comes and dances on our tongue. Can you believe it? I will just show you a short video with Srila Prabhupada. I think, can you see my screen? I'll just stop sharing and share again. I share the video now. Okay, here, Srila Prabhupada talking about chanting. Let's hear from him.
Thinking of Krishna and Krishna, there is no difference. Krishna is absolute. As soon as you chant Hare Krishna, as soon as you remember Krishna, that means Krishna is on your tongue, dancing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Avinnakta namanamina. Therefore, by constant company with Krishna, Punnasavana Kirtana, Chinnatang Savadha Krishna Punnasavana Kirtana. If you simply hear about Krishna, then you become pious. Punnasravana. Simply by hearing, you become pious. You haven't got to arrange for great sacrifices, tons of ghees. No. Simply by hearing Krishna Katha, you will be purified. These are the statements of great personalities. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So you heard, right? Just by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna will come and dance on our tongue. And also just by hearing Krishna Katha, hearing stories about Krishna like we do in this class, we are getting so much punya, so much benefit, so much purification. So we'll continue with that. Before we'll chant the shloka. Okay. So for today I chose a shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Who would like to read it? Can you raise your hands? Who would like to read it? Read it. Can you read the shloka, Irit? Should I? Okay, I will read one time and you repeat, okay? I'll read one line.
Mataji, can I read?
Who is that?
Shruti.
Shruti. Okay. Then I will do like this. I'll read one time with Irit and then one time with Shruti. Okay? Hare Krishna. Okay, Irit. Yatra Yogeshvara Krishna.
Yatra Krishna.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha.
Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutir.
Tatra Vijayo Bhuti.
Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama.
Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama.
Very nice. Shruti, you can also repeat. I will do it you also, okay? Yatra Yogeshvara Krishna.
Mama, actually I know this shloka. Yatra Yogeshvara Krishna. Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha. Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhute. Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama.
Okay, can you read the translation also?
Okay, ma'am. Mataji, can you please show it? It's a bit blur.
Yeah, it's a bit blurry. Okay. You know,
Mataji, shall I read?
okay.
Wherever
Mataji,
there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. Thank you.
Oh, I made a mistake when I made the presentation. I kept the shloka from the last presentation. Actually, it's not from Srimad Bhagavatam. It's from Bhagavad Gita chapter 18, okay? I made a mistake here, so please excuse me. Only now I saw that it's written Srimad Bhagavatam. Actually, it's from Bhagavad Gita chapter 18. That is the last chapter, right? From Bhagavad Gita. So what happens at the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, before Krishna spoke his science, Dhritarashtra, he asked Sanjaya, what is happening on the battlefield of Kurukshetra? Because Dhritarashtra was very hopeful that his sons, headed by Duryodhana, they will win the war. After all, they had Bhishma, they had Drona, Karna on their side. And Arjuna, he only had his brothers, right? He had an army also, but he was in much worse position compared to the Kauravas. So now it is this verse is spoken also by Sanjaya, and it's spoken at the end of Bhagavad Gita after Krishna spoke everything, and before Arjuna he decides to fight. So Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra that you are thinking of victory, but my opinion is that where there is Krishna, where there is Arjuna present, there will be all good fortune. And this is what he says. There will be opulence, there will be victory, there will be power, morality. So we should always remember where there is Krishna, where there are his devotees, there will always be victory. So we should always think, how can we be pleasing Krishna in such a way that he'll be there? He'll be attracted by the way we behave or the way we try to serve him. Because then we'll know if Krishna is there, if Arjuna or his devotees are there, then there will be victory, morality. There will be all auspiciousness. So in this verse, we have two friends, right? Krishna and Arjuna, they are two very good friends. So I was thinking because today's theme is Sakyam, okay? It's about friendship, the relationship of friendship. So friendship is something very rare, even in this material world. It's very rare to find a good friend. And we should know who is a true friend. How can we define a friend? And there are many sayings, okay, in English language, which talk about friendship, which help us understand who is a true friend. So I chose around 10 sayings, idioms from English, which help us define a friend. And you can just write the answer in the chat, okay? So it doesn't become too chaotic. And you have to guess the missing word, okay? So a friend will give us a shoulder to, just type in the chat box. To, can you type? A friend will give us a shoulder to. Who knows this answer? Nobody knows? Will give us a shoulder to cry on. Yes, let me see. Lean, to lean. Actually, the expression is, yeah, to lean on also is good, and to cry on, yes. So when we feel sad, we can always go to a friend and talk about it, and he'll surely make us feel better. And the same with Krishna. If we feel sad, we can always go to Krishna in front of his picture, and we can we can cry in front of Krishna in the sense that we can say, I have this problem, and you see, Krishna somehow, he'll make some arrangements. Okay, so a friend in need is a friend. What is the missing word? A friend in need is a friend indeed, yes. So friends will always help us when we are in trouble or we have problems or we have difficulties. A friend will always help us. Yes. Now, friends stick together like what sticks? Glue, yes. Friends stick together like glue. Very good. Means they are always together. They like to spend time together. Friends stay through thick and yes, the thick and thin. That means even when there are happy times, even when there are difficult times, friends will remain there by our side through thick and thin. Okay, good. Friends stay with you, come rain or shine. Yes, rain or shine. Yes, same thing. Even when there is joy, even when there is sorrow, friends will stay by our side. Friends will have your back. Yes, friends will have your back. It means they'll give you support. They'll give you encouragement. You can always count on them. Friends will have your back. Friends go the extra for you. Yes, friends will go the extra mile for you. That means they'll make efforts. If some effort is necessary on their side, they will do that for you. It will not be difficult for them. Old friends are like yes, like gold. It's sad, no? Old is gold. So old friends are like gold. Gold is a very precious metal, no? It doesn't get rusted. It stays for long time, doesn't get deteriorated. So friends which you have for many years, which are there by your side, they are like gold. Friendships stand the test of, yes, friendships stand the test of time. Just like they are like gold, they stand the test of time. You know, for many years, if you have old friends, you know they're very dependable, true friends, not friends which come and go, but friends which remain for you, at least for this life. A friend knows you inside out. Karishma is the fastest today. She knows all the sayings. A friend knows you inside out, knows everything about you. That means it's not a superficial friendship. It's a deep, knows everything about you. Bad things, also good things. Knows what you like, what you dislike. That's a true friend, inside out. You can trust a friend with your, let's see, you can trust a friend with your, let's see, with your heart. No, of course, it's also true. But the saying is about with your life. You can trust a friend with your life. Our life is the most dear to us, right? To stay alive. So you can trust a friend with your life. And the last one. Okay, that was the last one. Now we'll go to talk about today's process, devotional process, which is Sakyam. That means relating with Krishna in a relationship of friendship. Now there are 9 different processes. Can you write in the chat box which ones you remember? There are 9, okay? 9 processes. Who remembers what? Let's see. Let's revise them. I think you did some good amount of them in the other classes with my colleagues. Who remembers the 9 processes? At least what was done until now. First one, Shravanam and Kirtanam. Most important, no? Shravanam, hearing, Kirtanam, chanting. Then Padasevanam, worshipping the lotus feet. Atmanivedanam is the last one. Surrendering everything, no? Archana, we did last time. Worshipping. Vishnu Smaranam, remembering Lord Vishnu, Krishna. Vandanam, yes. Offering prayers. Yes, I think we did all of them. Dasyam. Yes, Dasyam was missing. Dasyam and Sakyam. Very good. Yes. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasavanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, and Sakyam and Atmanivedanam. So Prabhupada says we can adopt all of these processes, right? We all do Shravanam, Kirtanam, then we remember Vishnu, then we do service, we make
Vandanam, Sakyam, Atmani.
very good, Gauri. Very good. So we all do all of them, right? So Prabhupada says we can do all of them, or we can do some of them. We can do 7 or 6, or we can do 5 or 4. And he says at least one if we do it perfectly, then somewhere or another we become connected with Krishna. And then we can also hope to become perfect in this lifetime and to go back to Krishna just by adopting one of these processes. So today we are going to talk about Sakyam. Friendship, devotional service in friendship. Now, we know that Sakyam is also one of the rasas, right? We can think, how can we relate to Krishna in this way? Sakyam is such a very advanced stage of relating with Krishna in the spiritual world, like with pure devotees. Krishna has this friendship relationship.
Yes.
You can see in the pictures now how Krishna enjoys with his friends.
Yes.
And they play all kind of childish games. They
Yeah.
play wrestling, they play ball and chess. They enjoy swimming in the Yamuna. They dance together. They paint their faces in funny ways. And some joke with Krishna. And some argue with him. They like to fight. And some just tell him very sweet and nice words. And this is what Krishna, how he relates with his friends in Vrindavan. And I will help you, or I will show you a song, help you hear a song about Krishna's sakhas, okay? It's made by a devotee, Shri Yashoda Mataji, and it's very entertaining. It's about Krishna and his friends, and it's about some of the sakhas' names, okay? I'll just stop.
5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I think it's good if we can all mute ourselves so we can hear each other better. I'll just share.
Mataji, the song lyrics which you have shown before were a bit blurry.
Yes. Oh, I don't know. They're not blurry on my laptop. I don't know why is that.
Oh,
Okay, just listen.
Krishna and his cowboy friends run and play around Vrindavan Dham every day, singing and dancing all day long with bamboo flutes and buffalo horns. Shri Dama, Sudama, Vasudama, Subala, Mahabala, Subahu, Mahabahu, Stoka, Krishna, Dama, Arjuna, Lavanga, Kusuma, Sava, Shri Dama, Sudama, Vasudama, Subala, Mahabala, Subahu, Mahabahu, Stoka, Krishna, Dama, Arjuna, Lavanga, Kusuma, Sava, Shri Dama, Sudama, Vasudama, Subala, Mahabala, Subahu, Mahabahu, stroke of Krishna, Dama, Arjuna, Lavanga, Kusuma, Sava. Haribo.
Okay, let's take it again.
Haribo. Krishna and his cowboy friends run and play around Vrindavan Dham every stroke of Krishna, Dama, Arjuna, Lavanga, Kusuma, Sava, Shri Dama, Sudama, Vasudama, Subala, Mahabala, Subahu, Lavanga, Kusuma, Sava, Shri Dama, Sudama, Vasudama, Subala, Mahabala, Subahu, Mahabahu, stroke of Krishna, Dama, Arjuna, Lavanga, Kusuma, Sava. Haribo.
That was the song.
And the second time was way too low.
The volume was low.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because that screen became black in color.
Okay. Actually, I'm trying to put my stereo. I'll just take 1 minute. I'm trying to put my stereo on. I also don't hear you very well. Just let me see if I can connect it.
Mommy, Data is coming. Then again to connect. The Bluetooth device is not doing.
Charge for me. Charging. I just charged my stereo.
उसको बंद करना off है yes now wait now it is happening yeah it's connecting the device on
I don't think it's working, so I have to do somehow like this.
this is going
Okay, you go. I'll leave it. It's coming. I'll just continue.
it should show that like
It's okay.
it should show that 90%.
So we saw about Krishna's friends in Vrindavan, right? They are pure devotees, but we are not pure devotees. We cannot relate like they do with Krishna. But still, Prabhupada explains that we can perform devotional service in friendship. And there are two ways, okay? Srila Prabhupada, he says, one is to act as the confidential servant of the Lord. And how can we do that? What does that mean? It means we have confidence, we have trust that by following this devotional process, by following all the rules and regulations which are given to us, then we have faith that one day we'll become Krishna, fully Krishna conscious, we'll become transcendental. And Prabhupada gives the example of Draupadi, okay? She said, my dear Govinda, you promised that your devotees will never perish. They'll never be vanquished. So I believe in that statement. And therefore, in all kinds of tribulations, I simply remember your promise. So whenever she had difficulties, she always remembered Krishna promises. Krishna promises his devotees will not be vanquished. And Pandava's life was very, very difficult. Sometimes Bhishma, he was a warrior and he was a lifetime brahmachari. He was a very strong personality. And still, seeing the difficulties through which the Pandavas are going, he used to sometimes cry. And he used to think, Pandavas are so righteous. Why? And Draupadi, she's practically the goddess of fortune herself. Still, they have to go through such severe difficulties. But all the time, Draupadi, she was never discouraged, okay? She knew Krishna is our friend and ultimately will be saved. And the second way we can relate in friendship with Krishna is to act as the well-wisher of the Lord. Now, when we hear this, we might be very surprised, right? Because we know Krishna is our well-wisher. How can I be Krishna's well-wisher? Can you explain how is Krishna our well-wisher? Who would like to say? How do you feel Krishna
He
is
gives us everything we want. So he even thinks that we need to be well. As we are our kids, our parents, how our parents take care of ourselves, Lord Krishna also take care of ourselves. So take care of us.
Even he gives us our parents, right, to take care of us. Okay, Vrinda Rani, would you like to add something?
Yeah, so like whatever he does, like whatever happens in our life, that's because of his grace, and he wants all good for us.
Yes. So we can see everything as Krishna's mercy, right? His grace. And then we can see, if you look around, no, around us, we see the air we get, no? It's so nice to take a fresh air. And then the sunshine, the earth in which our food grows, the water, everything around us, no, is given by Krishna. It's his energy. And then another way, Krishna is our well-wisher. He's in our heart, right? Bhagavad Gita, he explains, I'm the super soul in everybody's heart. And every single tiny part of Krishna, every single soul who chooses to leave the spiritual world and wants to enjoy in the material world, Krishna, he doesn't abandon them. He doesn't get angry or upset. Okay, you go. I don't want to see you again. No, like sometimes somebody leaves us and we get upset. We said, I don't want to see that person anymore. So Krishna is not like that. Even when we leave him, he never leaves us. And he accompanies us in our heart. And each and every living entity, he spreads himself in small super souls who stay in our heart, in the heart of the plants, in the heart of the birds, of the animals. He's in everybody's heart. And he accompanies that soul, whatever kind of body that soul takes. Krishna goes with him. Isn't that so amazing? So Krishna is definitely our well-wisher, right? Now, how can we become his well-wisher? Well, Krishna sees us like his well-wishers when we do something that is very dear to him. He accepts us, okay, as his most dear servant, as his friend. When we become a preacher, when we try to talk about Krishna with others, when we try to give Krishna consciousness to others, either through a book, through a story, telling a story, through talking about a Mahamantra, or giving just a little prasadam to somebody. Like this, we can easily become a preacher, and easily Krishna recognizes us as better than anybody on this earth. Himself, he says, there's nobody better than him in society, than somebody who tells about me to somebody else. Just like somebody's lost from his parents and he forgot where he stays, who are his parents, and somebody comes and says, hey, you belong to that family, you belong to that city, you belong to that address, you go there. It is your place, you'll be happy there, you'll be much happier there than loitering in the street. So like that, if we do this, then Krishna will see us as his friend. And now we're going to talk about Arjuna and Krishna's friendship. Because Arjuna is Krishna's greatest, his greatest devotee in friendship. He's one of the epitome of friendship. And he's an eternal friend of Krishna. And whenever Krishna comes on earth to enact his pastimes, Arjuna accompanies him. When Krishna chooses to leave the planet, one planet, Arjuna goes also. And again, they appear in some other universe. Again, they enact such pastimes. Why do they do that? To attract the living souls, the fallen souls, to go back to Krishna. Okay, so let's see. 5,000 years ago, Krishna appeared. And there was a king, Surasena, right? And he had one son, Vasudeva, and one daughter, Kunti. Now, Vasudeva, he married Devaki, and they had Krishna as their son. And Kunti, she married Pandu, and they had 5 sons, the Pandavas. And one of them was Arjuna. So, through this relationship, Krishna and Arjuna were cousins. And not only they were cousins, they were also very close friends. They grew up together. And Krishna and Arjuna would do everything together. They would eat together. Like you have cousins, right? You have very close relationship. They're like sometimes maybe your best friends, your cousins, no? Especially if you live in the same house. Like my sons, they live with their cousins and they're very, very close. They will eat together, they sleep, they talk, they play, they fight also, joke around with each other. So like this, Krishna and Arjuna would do. And even though they're cousins, they shared a very close friendship. And Krishna was also, at the same time, he was also related with Duryodhana. So when the battle of Kurukshetra happened between the two families, Krishna said, "You're both my families. I cannot fight. I cannot fight this battle." Now, why was the battle happening between these families? It was because Duryodhana was very, very envious. And he couldn't give to the Pandavas even 5 villages. They said, okay, took our kingdom. You don't want to give even half. At least give us 5 villages. Because we are Kshatriyas. We have to rule something. At least 5 villages, not the whole kingdom, just 5 villages for each one of us. 5 brothers, we can do our duty as Kshatriyas. So Duryodhana said, he was so envious. He said, I will not give you this much land that is touched by the pin, by the tip of a pin. This much I cannot give you. He was so miser and envious. So the battle had to happen. Now, both Arjuna and Duryodhana went to Krishna for help. And they went to Dwaraka. Now, when they reached, Krishna was resting. So Duryodhana, he entered. And very arrogant. He sat near, there was a chair there near Krishna's head. So he said, Krishna will wake up. I'll be the closest to him. I will ask from him his help. Arjuna also arrived a little late. Very humble, very subservient to Krishna. He sat at his lotus feet, in front of him at his lotus feet. Because devotees always want to stay humble at the Krishna's lotus feet. So after a while, Krishna woke up. Now when you wake up and you're sleeping like this straight, and you open your eyes, what do you see first? In front or to the side? You see, in front. So when Krishna opened his eyes, first thing he saw was Arjuna. And then he looked to the side and he said, oh, Duryodhana, you're also there. So then he asks, what is happening? Why are you both here at such an odd hour? So Arjuna said, you know, the battle of Kurukshetra will take place and I need your help. So Duryodhana said, I was here first. I also want your help. I was here first. You have to grant me my desire first. So Krishna says, you may have been first, but I saw Arjuna first. And besides, he's younger than you. So he will say first what he wants. And then he explained, I have 2 offers. One of you will have me as his charioteer, but I will not fight. I'll just drive his chariot. And the other will have my vast Narayani army. 1 million Yadava soldiers from Dwaraka. Can you imagine? So one side is Krishna, who is not even fighting, he's just driving the chariot. And on the other side, 1 million of brave Yadava soldiers from Dwaraka. So Arjuna was the first one to choose, right? So Arjuna, being so connected to Krishna as his friend, he didn't even have to think much. He immediately said, Krishna, I choose you. He didn't want the soldiers. He said, Krishna, I want you. And then Duryodhana, he was worried. Krishna will choose the army. So in his mind, he thought, oh, Arjuna is so foolish. How could he choose Krishna who's not even going to fight? he saw no value in Krishna's person. He never valued Krishna. He never saw him as a supreme person. He just saw him as another Kshatriya. So immediately he was happy and said, yes, I will take the army. But Arjuna, he understood the true value of Krishna's presence. And he thought, what should I do with his army? Best thing is to have Krishna. You know, he loved Krishna so much. He couldn't imagine not having Krishna there by his side. And he knew that wherever there is Krishna, there will be protection. There will be victory. So when the epic battle of Kurukshetra took place, you can see there were these huge, huge armies. Can you remember the names of the armies?
Pandavas and Kauravas.
Yes.
Pandavas and Kauravas.
Yes, very good. So there was the Kauravas on one side and the Pandavas on the other side. And on the Kaurava side, there are many, many great warriors. They could fight an army themselves. There was Dronacharya, there was Karna, so many great fighters. And there was Bhishma Deva. He was such a powerful warrior. But at the same time, he was very much affectionately inclined towards the Pandavas because they were righteous, because they were kind, because of all their good qualities of devotees. And they were on the right side. He knew he's on the wrong side fighting. So he was not putting all effort into winning the battle. So Duryodhana came to him one night and he harassed Bhishma and he accused him, you are on my side and you are not fighting to your full capacity. So Bhishma, he was a warrior and he immediately became a bit, agitated and said, okay, Duryodhana, I vow to kill Arjuna tomorrow. Bhishma's vow was very strong because his whole name is one who connected to the vow that he took that I'll never marry in this life, and he always kept it. He came old and he never married because that was the promise he gave his father. So he said, tomorrow I will kill Arjuna. Now, the next day, the fight between Arjuna and Bhishma became so intense. And very soon, Arjuna's life was at risk. And it was very close. Bhishma will just shoot an arrow and kill Arjuna. And when Krishna saw this, he just got down from the chariot and he took a wheel and he ran towards Bhishma. He said, I'll not take out my chakra, but I'll kill you with this wheel. And in those days, because Arjuna was more dear to him than his own life. And those days for a Kshatriya to break his vow was worse, most shameful thing. It was worse than death. And Arjuna was so dear to Krishna that Krishna, he broke his vow not to use any weapons during the war. So he just took this. And when Arjuna saw this, he also loved Krishna so much. He didn't want Krishna to break his vow. Because Arjuna, when he was fighting with Bhishma, his heart was also somehow inclined not to fight so heavily because he also loved Bhishma Dev. But when he saw that Krishna is ready to break his vow, he said, no, you have to keep your promise. I won't let you fight. I shall fight. I won't allow you to break your word. So you come sit in the chariot and drive me on. I shall fight. And then ultimately Arjuna was able to kill Bhishma Deva. So this was today's story. And we saw how wonderful Krishna is. He as a Kshatriya to take the role of a charioteer. It's really, really incredible. because in those days, the social classes were very strict. And some charioteer is actually in the Shudra class, in the servant class. So for a Kshatriya to become a Shudra, I mean, to act as a Shudra was something unimaginable. And when Krishna was riding Arjuna's chariot, the rat was made in such a way that Arjuna would touch Krishna with his feet. And sometimes, because the battle was so furious, he didn't have time to tell Krishna, go left, go right. With his legs, he would touch him, like he would touch even a horse to show him in which direction to go. Arjuna would somehow drive the chariot by touching Krishna with his legs. So something unimaginable. But Krishna, he took such a humble position just out of love for his devotees, out of friendship for Arjuna. And it shows what wonderful character Krishna has and how he is conquered by the love of his devotees in such a manner that he will take the role of a charioteer and he will drive the chariot of Arjuna. And when Arjuna used to be hit and there used to be like wounds and blood everywhere, Krishna also used to get hit and he also used to get a lot of those arrows on his body and bleed and like that, be part of the battle. So there is also one beautiful story from the times of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When he took sannyas and he traveled in South India, he reached a temple and there he saw Brahmana. He was holding a manuscript of Bhagavad Gita and he was crying. He was crying. And then he looked to the side and he saw a group of Brahmanas. They were pointing fingers at this other Brahmana and they were laughing at him, like whispering, shh, and laughing at him. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was curious, what is this about? So he asked these Brahmanas, why are you laughing at the other Brahmana? And they started laughing even more and he said, ha, ha, ha. You see, he's standing there with Bhagavad Gita, doesn't even know how to read it, and he's holding it upside down. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he approached this Brahmana who was crying. And indeed, he saw that the Bhagavad Gita manuscript was upside down. And he said, my dear Brahmana, what is happening? Why are you holding this Bhagavad Gita manuscript upside down? So I said, my dear Maharaj, I don't know how, dear sannyasi, I don't know how to read. So I said, okay, you don't know how to read, then why are you standing here with Bhagavad Gita in front of you? And he said, well, this is the instruction of my spiritual master. He told me to read Bhagavad Gita every day. I don't know how to read. I'm illiterate, but my guru told me to read Bhagavad Gita, so I sit here every day. I follow my guru's instruction. So he said, but then why are you crying if you don't know how to read? Well, just by remembering how Krishna was conquered by Arjuna's love and he became his charioteer. Krishna, the supreme cause of all causes, the one which controls everything, the greatest mystic of all mystics, the greatest person, the most wealthy, the most renunciate, the most wonderful person, the origin of all demigods. He was the greatest. He took such a humble position. He became Arjuna's charioteer. So just by remembering this, I'm just crying. Krishna is so wonderful. So this was today's class, and now I was thinking we can make a friendship bracelet for Krishna. Have you ever made bracelets out of yarn?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes? Okay. I also used to make when I was small. I used to give to my friends. But now we're going to make one and we can gift it to Krishna, and then we can also accept it as prasadam from him. So I don't know if you saw in the group, I shared one stencil made of cardboard. Can you like raise your hands, the ones who have the stencil? Has anybody prepared? Madam? Okay. Nobody else? Okay. So
Mataji, I don't have
then
the
have.
varieties.
Do you think you can make now? I mean, if you have yarn, you can even make it now because you just need a piece of cardboard and you can just cut some slits there. You just need this stencil and you need 8 strands of yarn, about 50 centimeters long. Yes?
Idenduwa.
Yes?
Noodle yarn.
Yeah, it's like a thick kind of thread. Very thick thread, like you see in this picture. I can also show you like this. This kind of yarn.
Sandy, type yarn alla.
Okay, I'll just show you how it is made, okay? I'll show you outline. Maybe you can make it afterwards.
Cardboard with bracelet.
It's quite easy. It's practically type of weaving.
No, I know how to imitate.
You take one to the side and then from down to up, from up to down, from down to up, from up to down. And sometimes you have to like make them straight so they don't get entangled. And you just move them around from up to down and up, down to up. And then from side, last one, you put it down. And then the colors get interchanged. And you start from 4, you go to 9. And then from down to up, from 8 to 4, from 3 to 8, 7 to 3, 2 to 7, 6 to 2, 1 to 6, and 5 to 1, 9 to 5 again. So like this, slowly, slowly it starts coming out. That's easy way to make. If you have this stencil, it's very easy to make. Just small cardboard if you have from some parcel or even from some cereal box. You need to cut 4 cuts up and 4 down and 1 to the side and then 1 hole in the middle. And then you have 4 strands of one color, 4 of the other, and you tie them together. And you introduce them through the middle hole. And then you fix one color up and the other color down.
Can you share this in that WhatsApp?
Yes. Yes, I can send a link.
Thank you, Mataji.
Sure.
Mataji, can you share in the WhatsApp?
Okay. In the channel or in the announcement group? Which is easier for you?
Mataji,
In the channel. In the channel.
The channel. Okay. I'll ask my colleague to share in the channel and we can share in the announcement group. Okay, I'll put it in the chat. You can also take it now. in the chat box.
Mataji,
Yes?
can I use pearls to decorate it?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Can I use pearls to decorate it?
I was also thinking, but I don't know if this method you can make because it's going through that hole, you know? I don't know how you could add the pearls. I guess if you make small pearls and they have to enter this middle hole. Yes, beads.
Pearl
You can
beads.
try. I guess you can try. They just need to enter the hole. And then it's a bit problematic. You know what happens? This the part which comes out, you always have to hold it from down like this because it tends to be pulled up. So always you have to hold it from down. I'll just stop sharing.
Pearl beads. Okay.
I also made one like this to prepare for the class. It's quite thin. If you want to make it thicker, you can use more strands. You can use, I guess, how many you want. 6, 8 you can use, then it will be thicker. And then you can offer it to Krishna. And this is the model. Mataji, Pavitra. Yes, you can also offer it to Lord Nishingadev. Now, Nishingadev appearance day is coming. So it takes some time to weave it, but after some time it becomes quite addictive. It just, you pick it up and you start making up, down, and it's quite entertaining, fun. Yes, we have 8 days. Are you all excited? I see everybody's excited for Nishingadev's appearance because he protected his devotee Prahlad.
When is Narasimha Dev's experience day?
Yes. Are you going to
11th May.
temple? Shruti?
Can you please, Mataji, can you please tell me when is Narasimha Dev's appearance day?
Okay. Well, I guess it depends. Where are you from?
Mataji, India, Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay, let me check.
But now I'm staying in Elur.
In?
But now I am in Eluru.
Hello. Yes, you have to
11th
check
May.
the Vaishnava calendar. Where you are. You can fix it on the phone. There's a very nice app.
Okay,
I always use
Mataji.
it. 11th of May. But best is to check for your zone. Even in India, sometimes
Okay,
there
Mataji.
can be 1 day difference, even in India. Like in Guwahati, Assam, usually it's different from Delhi, let's say, or Vrindavan. In Mayapur is 11th. I think also this time in Guwahati 11th. So sometimes around 11. But best is to check with your temple or, you know, this Vaishnava calendar application. Your parents know. You can just fix it with the city where you are. And it's
Yes,
very
ma'am.
accurate.
Yes, Mataji, we do. Yes, Mataji, we know.
And
Mataji, one of my friend wants to join, so we shared the channel link. So how can she join the classes?
is she on the channel?
Fill some. I don't know, ma'am. My father knows.
Okay.
My
You
father
can
has
just
sent
let
to
me
her
see.
mother. So I don't know if she is on the channel or not.
Oh, I need my phone, but my phone is used by my kids to check the. I can send a channel address. I can send it in the chat. and you can join the channel.
Mataji,
Can somebody
uh,
send the channel address?
already we have sent the channel link. We have already sent the channel link.
Okay, you have sent. So like that, they can surely join. We gave all announcements there.
Okay.
And next Sangha will be on Wednesday, same time, and we'll talk
Mataji, date?
lesson. Yes?
Mataji, date?
Wednesday, let me see what date is Wednesday. 7th,
Okay, Mataji.
7th of May. Sure, welcome. Anybody else wants to share anything? Okay, Sai has given the link for the channel. Anybody needs it? You can copy from the chat box. Thank you. Okay, so this is the craft, and I hope you can find the materials and make it. It comes out really nice, like this from the back. Okay, and in the chat you have the tutorial, and I don't, okay. I also showed here the steps if anybody wants them. Current slide. Okay, so we tied a knot at one end and introduce the tied pieces of yarn from back to front inside the middle hole. And then you fix the yarn in the slits, one color up and one color down. And you start making the bracelet by using this pattern, okay? And I wrote here, 4 goes to 9, 8 goes to 4, 3 goes to 8, 7 goes to 3, 2 goes to 7, 6 goes to 2, 1 goes to 6, 5 goes to 1, and 9 goes to 5. And then you see the colors are interchanged. And you made the first row. And then you go on with the same. From 4, this corner goes to 9. And then from down to up, up, down. Like that. And slowly, slowly, it will start coming from the back side. Then you have to hold it because it tends to be pulled back inside front. Okay, so you have to always keep it little tension in the back. 7th of May. So if nobody wants to share anything, then we can say Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, and we see each other. Oh, some are joining now. But at the end of the meeting.
Thank you, Mataji. Hari Bol.
Thank you. Vrindarani, you want to say something?
Mataji, actually, my father is part of building a temple.
Your father?
My father is part of building a temple.
Oh, wow. In Dallas or somewhere else?
It's in Frisco.
San Francisco. Oh, wow. You're so lucky.
Frisco, Texas.
Oh, okay, Texas. Wonderful. And do you go to this the school in Dallas, like devotee school, or you go to normal school?
Normal school.
Normal school, okay. Because I know they have devotee school in Texas, but maybe in Dallas, but maybe somewhere else. Is that, it's school, no? Is it close to you? or
Yeah.
is-
It's far.
It's far away, no?
Yeah.
That's why. Anyway, We are always having your association, and we are happy to see you always so serious because your parents are also serious. Okay. Thank you everyone who joined, and hope to see you next Wednesday. I think some of you know our teacher Shivani from Malaysia. She's a very nice teacher.
Mataji, last year, I think 1 year I was in Malaysia. She has taught us.
Yes, yes. She sometimes has classes. She's a very, very nice teacher. She also teaches Gokul Garden in Malaysia.
Yeah, Mataji, I attend Gokul Garden.
Oh, okay. You're from Malaysia, right?
Before, I think like I was there 1 year, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Last year.
Okay, so you know Shivani Mataji. Wonderful.
Nanda, she teaches.
Yes.
And I'm from there.
Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hari Bol. Thank you for your attention and your participation. And please excuse any mistakes I made.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Radha
Mataji.
Shwari. Hari Bol.